If I traded it all, if I gave it all away for one thing, wouldn't that be something?
So I'm excited about bringing on my next guest, who is Melanie. Melanie, what's your last name for me?
Troush.
And you, Troush, that's right. And you're with Melt Coaching. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I am an executive coach, and I basically work with people to help them have the right mindset and competencies in order to be confident, effective leaders and basically just have success on their own terms.
Now, you know, before you came on, you said the most important thing that you were going to want to get out is what you do,
Yep.
how do you work with them,
Yep.
and how to reach you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so a couple of little different questions that I want to ask. First of all, when you say you're an executive coach, so you work with primarily businesses.
Yes, but I can actually work with individuals as well because everyone basically works. They have careers. There are some individuals who own businesses. So I can work with individuals, and that's primarily helping them become effective leaders. Or I can work with organizations, and how I work with companies and organizations is just hiring and keeping the right people.
Well, also there's a lot of people out there that have started their own businesses, many of them, and so they might be a sole practitioner, but they need to be their own leader. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So again, when you're working with clients, it's the same thing. You want to make sure that you're confident and you're effective. When you're working with teams, it's about knowing how to coalesce people of different backgrounds, different thought patterns, to make sure that you all are marching to the same drum for the same goals.
Sure. Now, do you do free consultations with people?
Absolutely. So I do give out free consultations. They're 20-minute consultations, and they're great because then it helps me to determine whether we're a good fit, where we work good together.
Now, also, you said to me before you came on that you are nationwide. How do you work with people?
I work with anyone, and we basically do video teleconferencing. So I can work through Skype or Google Hangouts, but I also work with people face-to-face as well if that's what they want, if they're local here in Arizona.
Okay, so your website is Melt, M-E-L-T, coaching.com, and your phone number, if you want to call her direct, it's 302-440-MELT, which is 6358. And I wanted to ask you, this is really important because you also wanted to talk about this, which is why you called it Melt Coaching. What does it mean?
That's a great question. Well, I called it Melt because that is my name, Mel T, for Melanie Troush, but it also is an acronym that kind of explains exactly what I do. I manage executive life transitions, and it is also symbolic. So when you have a solid and it transforms to a liquid, what does it do? It melts.
Wow, that's awesome. That is a really great, analogy there.
Yeah. So I love it. So when people, they always say you're melting with Mel. So
Oh, that's really awesome. Now, when people talk to you and you've got your first 20-minute, consultation that you do for free for people, can you tell us a little bit about what that looks like, what you are looking for from them?
yes, I actually talk with them. We kind of walk through what their personal attributes are. Are they very analytical, or are they very innovative, creative type people? What their leadership style is, what their expertise, what have they been doing for the last 5-10 years? And then what is their passion? And I like to align all of those, and then we can kind of come up with a nice little plan as to how they should move forward. And in that, I like to kind of find out how our synergy is, because again, for me, it's all about helping individuals get from where they are to where they want to be. So it's really great for me to have that time to really connect and bond with individuals.
Her phone number is 302-440-MELT, which is 6358. She can work with anyone nationwide, whether it's phone, whether it's Google. What did you call it?
Google Chats or Google Hangouts.
That Google Hangouts, and also you can work Skype as well.
Absolutely. And I also, with organizations, I can work on site. So whether you are here in Arizona or whether you are in Chicago, Illinois, I will be able to come on site and work with you and your leaders.
And her website is Melt, M-E-L-T, coaching.com. So for some of your clients, what are their scenarios? Can you kind of tell us about that client?
Yeah, absolutely. So for organizations, I can help those that have really high turnover, really low employee engagement. I can help individuals who are kind of bored or stagnant in their position, and they've had a decade of experience, but now they want a change, a career change. I can even help individuals who they've been stay-at-home, people, and now they find themselves unexpectedly in a position where they're the sole income owners. And how do they get started? They've been out of the workforce for a while, they have a BA, and they only have life experience. So where do they start? How do they get started?
Well, here's another thing too: is there's a lot of people out there that are older that have, in the last few years, especially with what happened with the crash, a lot of changes in people's lives, and they are starting over.
Absolutely.
And so it would behoove them, do you think, to call someone like you, not just for the leadership part of it, but to start, where to go, and then obviously then you can train them on from there.
Oh, absolutely. And especially also with people who are starting out with their careers, people who are transitioning. That's the whole thing about MELT. It's managing executive life transition. So it's all kinds of scenarios where you're transitioning. You may be someone who is now getting a promotion. So now you have greater responsibility. You have to merge teams together, and you have to lead through that corporate change. So I can help with those scenarios as well.
Her phone number again is 302-440-MELT, which is 6358. Again, it's 6358. It's meltcoaching.com, and she can help anyone nationwide. Okay, so what is the most important thing or thought that you want to leave with our audience today? And I know that we're not leaving yet, but I want to know what your most important thing that you want them to hear. And I also wanted to ask you, well, I'll ask you after you say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I want people to understand that there is a value in having a coach. It's just like with an athlete. They have coaches that will help them stay fit and be on top of their game. It's the same with an executive coach. An executive coach can help you to make sure that you're constantly improving with those competencies that are going to get you to where you need to be. Also with the mindset to help with the confidence, to help with how to frame conversations and work with different groups of people, how to really engage your employees and make sure that you have high retention with your staff and not high turnover.
Right. Now, for the people that are listening, then you talk about leadership, okay, which is so important. We do have a lot of our graduation, that's going on, all our graduates out there, congratulations, by the way, that are, starting these new positions. They're maybe a little bit younger, but they're starting new positions. Can you help those that are out there that are now just starting to maybe start working in that workforce, but in the executive area?
Yes, absolutely. A lot of individuals who tend to be new in positions tend to lack confidence. So they won't speak up at meetings. They won't ask for the things that they need, whether that be, I need more help, I need, a bigger budget, I need certain kind of resources. They tend to shy away from being more assertive in their roles. So I can help with that as well.
Well, and again, you do go into the businesses as well if they need to. And what if somebody has an in-home base? Can you work? Do you go there too, or do you usually do that over the phone?
I can do either. It depends. Yeah, I can do either. It depends on if they're local or if they're nationwide. Then I can, depending on the client.
Now, again, that phone number to call her, it is 302-440-MELT, which is 6358. She's nationwide, and her website is meltcoaching.com. And if you can leave them with one coaching moment.
One coaching moment would be, I just met with someone who, they wanted to take their MLM business to the next level. So they were working with independent contractors or their downline, and there was one particular individual that wasn't creating the same as the others. So just working with that individual can help them, the whole entire team, kind of elevate.
Wow. See, and that's an MLM company that this person works for. So it could be anybody out there.
Absolutely.
Again, she can help anybody nationwide. Her phone number is 302-440-MELT, which is 6358. She does a free 20-minute consultation. Give her a call. Check her out on her website. It's meltcoaching.com.
One of the most thoughtful things that you can do for your family is planning for your funeral or cremation. It